everyone, welcome back to my channel. Recently, I have read an article about a debate around the topic whether or not we should abandon the IELTS certificate. Link to the article is down in the description if you are interested in reading it. A little bit about my background here. I majored in English at college. I have taken the IELTS exam twice. I got 7.5 in the first time and 8 in the second time. I have helped and I'm helping many people improve their English and prepare for the IELTS exam.
I said improve their English first.
And now is my quick take on 9 reasons why you shouldn't take the IELTS exam.
The first reason, the IELTS exam is unable to wholly assess a candidate's English proficiency, thus making those who prepare for the test only focus on some certain aspects of English, not all.
The original article is in Vietnamese and I hope I have translated it good enough. Honestly, I haven't fully understood the opinion behind this statement because I couldn't find the original post. The article just listed out 9 reasons without further explanations. However, if this is really what that person means,
I don't agree with this statement.
The IELTS exam consists of 4 language skill tests, namely the reading, listening, speaking, and writing tests. If you want to score high in this exam, obviously you have to practice all 4 language skills, so not many people who are preparing for the exam and aiming at a high band focus on only 1 or 2 skills. And to be honest, this is what I love about the IELTS exam. For the receptive skills, aka the reading and listening skills, I love practicing them because all I need to do is to kick back and consume what have been created by other people. However, for the productive skills, namely the writing and speaking skills, they are a little bit harder because now I'm no longer the consumer, I have to be the producer, the creator, and honestly, if it's not for the IELTS exam, I would have little to no motivation to practice these skills.
The second reason, the IELTS exam heavily focuses on quantity over quality.
What do you mean by this? I don't know. I have no opinion about this statement because simply I don't get what you mean.
The third reason, the exam fee is too expensive, nearly 5 million Vietnam dong, while the IELTS certificate is only valid for 2 years.
The first part of this statement, yes, I agree with you. However, whether the exam fee is pricey or not also depends on your current financial situation. For me, yes, it's hell yeah expensive. However, when you compare the exam fee of IELTS with the one of other internationally renowned English proficiency assessment exams out there, it's not too big of a gap here. The TOEIC exam costs nearly 3 million Vietnam dong and the TOEFL exam costs as much as the IELTS one, around 5 million Vietnam dong. The second part of this statement, yes, I agree with you
as well.
Yes, it's true that English is a skill and if you stop practicing it for a while, you're likely to lose it.
They don't know if within those 2 years after the test, you still work hard to maintain or maybe improve your English competency. That's why it's recommended that your English proficiency should be reassessed after 2 years. The fourth reason, the money you spend on preparing for the test can go up to 10 or 100 million Vietnam dong. Not all families can afford this. Thus, this leads to inequality in education.
Let's talk money. I'm stressed out. Okay, if you are preparing for your IELTS exam, I'm telling you that you have options, just like most things in life. If you want a personalized learning experience with the help of a teacher who can specifically cater to your own needs, then you have to pay a little bit more than those who study in an ordinary class or those who self-study like me. I self-studied and self-prepared for the IELTS exam. However, the price I paid might not be always visible to you. The number of times I felt lost, confused, overwhelmed, frustrated in my self-learning journey is countless. If you can get some outside help, A teacher and a detailed instruction can spare you from these irritating moments. You can save a lot of time on finding out the right material and testing out different learning methods to start learning and improving your English right away. Save time for other meaningful activities in your life because English is not everything, and in many cases time is money, so to save time is to save money. At the end of the day, remember that no one can force you to pay for anything that you don't value. By the way, inequality in education. Let's cite a quote from Bill Gates here. Life is not fair, get used to it.
The fifth reason, many universities accept students based on the IELTS score.
I don't know all, and this is what I'm still learning about. I don't know if it's right or wrong for universities to select students based on their IELTS scores. There are many factors influencing this issue. For example, what major are you talking about? Whether universities solely rely on the IELTS score to select students, or are there any other requirements? A lot are going on here, and I admit that I'm not qualified or knowledgeable enough to comment on this topic. If you know anything, please educate me. Drop a comment down below.
The sixth reason, many celebrities and TV programs are overhyping and glamorizing the IELTS exam.
In order for you not to get manipulated by the media, follow these two steps. Step 1. Educate yourself on what the IELTS exam really is. Step 2. Be clear on the reason why you want to take the IELTS exam. Easy peasy. Here's an example for you. What is IELTS? The IELTS exam serves to inform test takers of their current English proficiency level. You will get a general sense of how good your English reading, speaking, writing, and listening skills are. Why do you want to take the IELTS exam? I don't know. Oopsie. Just kidding. Here are the reasons why I want to take the IELTS exam. The IELTS test result will help me know what I'm good at and what I'm not so good at. Hence, I will know what English skills I need to improve on. The IELTS exam also motivates me to speak and write English on a regular basis. A win-win situation.
The seventh reason, many companies are using the IELTS certificate in their recruiting process but are underqualified to assess the quality.
Yes, the quality here is the English ability of applicants. Once again, I'm not qualified enough to comment on this topic because I don't work in a corporate setting, so I don't know what role the IELTS certificate plays in the recruiting process or what impact it has on the result of the job application. However, I would say that the IELTS certificate is a handy tool for recruiters to know the English competency of their job applicants. An alternative might be to deliver, organize, and administer their own English evaluation exam for their job candidates, but this already sounds so cumbersome to me.
The eighth reason, the IELTS exam accentuates the degree concentrated culture.
Sad but true, I agree with this statement. However, I would say that the IELTS exam doesn't have any faults here. It's the way we approach it has tainted the picture. Honestly, the IELTS exam is good for so many reasons. One of them is that it's a highly accurate way to measure one's English proficiency level. Why do I use the word highly here but not totally? Well, because English itself is an intangible thing. The English language is a social subject, not a scientific one. Plus, as I have said before, the IELTS exam does a great job in motivating us to speak and write English on a regular basis.
We've made it to the ninth reason. Your ability to use English as a second language is what you should aim for, not the act of using a certificate to prove your English capability.
Yes, I would say that I somewhat agree with this statement. Your ability to comprehend English both in its spoken and written forms, as well as to speak and write English fluently, should be your most important goal when learning English. However, stop discrediting the IELTS exam because it's innocent. If you understand its purpose and know how to use it as a source of motivation, then it will work to your advantage. Alright guys, those are my thoughts on this controversial topic, and I hope that you have learned something new about the IELTS exam and will be able to make wise and well-informed decisions for your education or maybe your children's education. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you like my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.
Sometimes I'm not sure what to say. Most times I get lost in my way. But you show me the truth and your light. All I've got to do is walk right into thrive.